a whole month. This is a longer one because it's a month. I apologize, but what can you do? I condense it as much as possible. Looks that could kill.
Bring it.
Losing for weeks in a row, and it happened a long time ago. Looks that could kill.
He's rhyming.
Garrett Cole of the Yankees channeled his 2019 Astros form in Game 2 of a Saturday twin bill against the Texas Rangers this month, striking out 10 in less than 6 innings pitched. And despite catching the L, the Yankees did split that doubleheader, and they continued in the coming days to play well, including killing their misery against the White Sox, winning 2-3 in a series that they trailed in 2 games that they eventually won. Cole's stare down of the home plate umpire after a missed third strike call may have killed the Yankees' funk they had been mired in for a year. They reached 72 wins this week and are again back in first place in the American League East. After I wrote this, they lost 2 out of 3 to Detroit and threw in a putrid offensive effort in the Little League Classic. Losing 2-1 in extras to the aforementioned Tigers on a walk-off hit from Josh Young. It's not spelled how it sounds. Losing for weeks in a row. The Braves also underwent a near-catastrophic 7-game slide. It allowed the other wild card contenders to creep up in the standings, the Mets, the Reds, and the Cubs. But they did snap out of it in Colorado by winning their final 2 games. And then they handled business in San Francisco. The Braves actually can win more than a single series out west, apparently. However, the Braves' spot remains in peril due to the loss of another difference maker for the season. Broken hand for Austin Riley, out for 8 weeks. The Chicago White Sox looked like the worst team I had ever seen for 2 weeks in a row earlier this year.
Horrible.
In the spring. They reeled off 14 consecutive losses in May. And then things took a real ominous turn between mid-July and about 2 weeks ago. The Southsiders lost 21 consecutive games.
Yep.
And then they won on a midweek Oakland night to end it there. However, the White Sox weren't the only team to lose this many games in a row. It had just happened a long time ago. The White Sox ended the giant string of home matinee wins at 3 yesterday, though, at Oracle Park by winning. It happened a long time ago. The 1961 Phillies 24-game slide. The White Sox undoing this year was utterly heartbreaking for me because I saw a report on CBS Evening News this summer that the White Sox had lost 20 in a row. And the Evening News never talks about baseball, not even when something great happens, like Dylan Cease or Blake Snell completing no-hitters after falling short earlier in their young careers. Only when something bad happens will the news cover it. And I'm sure in 1961, the Philadelphia Phillies were on the news for an entire work week after losing 24 consecutive. It happened in the summer also. Mm-hmm. The dog days sometimes can just get that doggone bad before things get better. The torture continues. The Red Sox continue to burn themselves. They won 2 out of 3 a few weeks ago at home against the Rangers, and they just needed to win again yesterday. Well, not yesterday. This was a few weeks ago I wrote this. To stay within 1 game of wild card. This is like 2 weeks ago. But manager Alex Cora brought in a starting pitcher in the 9th inning with a 3-run lead. A starting pitcher in the 9th inning with a 3-run lead. The Red Sox lost 10-7, but perhaps maybe they didn't deserve to win before that because they made 2 costly errors on basic ground balls in the infield. Bad defense and managing continues to put Boston in the same position weekly, between 2 or 3.5 games behind the Royals in the wild card race. Now they're behind the Twins. At least they have the Twins for 3 in September, and hopefully they're within striking distance by then. And that's all I have for the baseball report this week. Oh, Dodgers update. They are still playing well and clinging on to first place.
Clinging.
The feisty Padres have got within 4.5 games of the Dodgers now. So it's got a little more interesting there, but I still think they'll win the division. I mean, it's not like they're playing bad.
Yep.
Like, they're playing mostly well, and we do have Clayton Kershaw back off the injury list. He did beat the Brewers.
You're right. Hey, they'll get it together. You know, as long as Dave Roberts don't mess things up, you know, they'll get it together.
Yeah, well, Alex Cora, like I said, I told my friend Luke, and I said, I think Alex Cora's sole purpose is to cost the Red Sox this playoff spot. That's his sole purpose in life. By doing silly things like bringing in starting pitchers with a 3-run lead. Huh? In the 9th inning. Like, you have a closer for a reason. Anyway,
well,
all I have to say on that.
Stats, thank you, man. We appreciate
your stats.
Hey, that wasn't as long as you said it was going to be, man. That was actually very entertaining.
I did my best. I had to I had to leave out the Little League because the Little League World Series isn't over yet.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like I should just wait till it's over to actually tell y'all what happened.
Yeah.
On that.
Well, like I said, that Chinese, and I think China. I don't know how many teams China has in it, but it was one of the Chinese teams.
Right.
They that was a good game. You know, I didn't
Chinese
see the whole.
Taipei.
Yeah, Taipei. Yep.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see the whole thing, but I saw when they were behind and they were trailing. You know, pretty much the whole game, and it looked like they were going to lose.
Okay.
And, man, they hit that grand slam. When the guy hit it and it started going back, I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Mexico, y'all in trouble. and to see those little kids hurting like that.
Oh, they were hurt.
Oh, man. After you give up a grand slam, the pitcher
And
was
you
just...
got the game, yeah.
he just fell on his knees, man.
And you know they gonna look at him in the pit, the dugout, like,
Yeah.
yo,
Man, come on, man. What were you doing?
I'm
Throwing
just
the
in
slider.
amazement that that Lake Mary, Florida won all the games except for the game I actually got to watch. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, that's just so terrible. Like to me, like I'm like, y'all win the other days when I crash out, but when I have the energy to stay awake and watch, y'all lose. Like,
Uh-huh.
The Southeast region lost to the Southwest region, and that was the game I watched. But the other games they won.
Yeah.
I was like, huh.
That's crazy. Well, hey,
Yeah.
thank you, Stats. We appreciate it. You going to hang on with us the rest of the show, right?
I'm gonna try. I'll put y'all on while I'm eating.
What the what?
I haven't got to eat yet.
Wow.
Well,
what a diva.
I guess we'll check in with Stats maybe.
Yeah. In between TV dinners.
That's right. All right.
I actually got rice. I got free rice. My coworker bought me free food, so I mean, I got like double dinners. I'm like,
Okay. All right. Well, enjoy that dinner.
Yes, sir.
I will. Thank you.
Radar.
Yes, sir.
Can you give us a W